You may recall that Hillary Clinton called half of Donald Trump's supporters the deplorables. It appears people in her campaign also harbor some negative attitudes toward other groups within the electorate. Those attitudes emerged from the latest dump of WikiLeaks campaign emails. Fox News correspondent Ed Henry reports.
In a move aimed at firing up conservatives, Republican Donald Trump jumped on new evidence that advisors to Hillary Clinton trashed faith-based voters. Fresh emails released by WikiLeaks showing Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta traded messages that slammed conservative Catholics and evangelicals.
She did a big number on Catholics, horrible number on Catholics. She did a horrible number on evangelicals through her people.
In one email, liberal activist Sandy Newman writes to Podesta, there needs to be a Catholic Spring in which Catholics themselves demand the end of a Middle Ages dictatorship and the beginning of a little democracy and respect for gender equality in the Catholic Church. Podesta responded, quote, we created Catholics in Alliance for the common good to organize for a moment like this, but I think it lacks the leadership to do so now. Like most spring movements, I think this one will have to be bottom up. Another Democrat sent a 2011 email to Podesta and current Clinton campaign communications director Jennifer Palmieri, mocking Rupert Murdoch, executive chairman of Fox News Channel and a longtime associate, for raising their children as Catholics. John Halpin of the liberal Center for American Progress writing, it's an amazing bastardization of the faith. They must be attracted to the systematic thought and severely backwards gender relations and must be totally unaware of Christian democracy. Palmieri jumped in writing, quote, I imagine they think it is the most socially acceptable
giving Hillary questions, you know, ahead of time for these debates. I mean,
conspiring against Bernie.
It truly shows.
I'm a Catholic. I don't recognize that email that we saw, and this whole effort is led by the Russians. The Russians, ones that orchestrated this hack.
WikiLeaks, however, does not have a track record of altering documents. And today, the Trump campaign organized Catholic leaders, like former U.S. Ambassador to the Vatican, Jim Nicholson, to demand Palmieri be forced out.
It sort of left me gasping to hear them say these things in such a callous, disdainful way about me, about my family, about 75 million Americans.
Indeed, Catholics make up 25% of the electorate. And a recent poll by PRRI and The Atlantic magazine found among likely Catholic voters, Clinton has a 21-point lead. Yet the Trump camp believes they can change that amid a growing series of elitist comments, including this from former President Bill Clinton.
The other guy's base is what I grew up in. You know, I'm basically your standard redneck.
Which did not sit well with Dr. Ben Carson.
I know a lot of people who are not rednecks who are ardent Trump supporters.
You have, you know, the sons and daughters of major, you know, the CEOs of these major news.
Speech at Liberty University to declare the anti-Catholic rhetoric is worse than Hillary Clinton's own crack about a basket of deplorables.
Hillary Clinton should denounce those bigoted, anti-Catholic, anti-evangelical remarks, and her campaign staff should apologize to people of faith and do it now.
No, Pence also invoked the fact that his Democratic counterpart, Tim Kaine, is Catholic, to say that people of faith need to rise up about this. Pence admitting evangelicals are not overly excited about Trump, but he said, quote, shortcomings are no excuse for inaction. So the bottom line, Britt, it's clear the Trump camp, which is trailing right now, sees an opening here, and they think this is going to fire up conservative voters.
Okay, Ed, thank you very much.